Alrighty, welcome back. We're going at it again. I did manage to get both back windows, I guess it's the pinch weld you would call it, or the pinch weld. That's what it is on the front window. It's called the pinch weld. I've made the place where the window sets in the hole. I've taken a little bit of chrome. We had a little bit of chrome out there, not much. This much is what we had out there, and I just kind of showing you what's going on. And before I say that, I must say, we appreciate everybody that has helped Jolene get where she's at in the jet set. There's 2 days left. There's today and there's tomorrow. But I'm really impressed on the following that we have and how supportive everybody is because of where Jolene's at in it. You know, basically what I'm saying is you would never suspect a young lady from Nova Scotia to be ranked a bunch of women around the world and is doing so well. And I want to thank everybody, and Jolene wants to thank everybody. We keep talking about that. Wow, we have such a great, strong following, and thank you very much. We have 2 days left, not asking for anything. Just thank you very much. We appreciate it. And time will tell. But as we get going here, we'll talk about this now. We'll get the windows going. We got the chrome on the top of the door, and we have the chrome around the window. That's basically what's going on. That's what I would do. I took a little bit of this chrome and shaved it down a little bit. You can get some quarter round on this, and that's what I'm going to use on the drip rail molding, but I just took it and shaved it down to give you the look what's going on. So the window's going in here. It's going to bolt in from the back side here, bolt in there. Has a clip up in there so it can't go anywhere, so that window's not going to go anywheres. And this is the other one. I'll show you the other one real quick. That's the other one that I did off camera. Then I took and just shaved it all down, put a little filler on the back side. I'll sand that down with an 80 grit, and then we'll get some primer on it. Then we can paint those. Also, when I prime these, I will sand it all and prime it, but I will take a little bit of seam sealer. You see me seam seal Jolene's wheels. I'll take a little bit of seam. It's automotive seam sealer. It's on every vehicle that's bought in nowadays. It seems, you know, it's a waterproof sealant. So I'll go in here and I will take that sealant and go in there the best I can and try to seal that off the best I can just to make it tight and right before we do any painting on those. But I got to sand them off, get them painted. I also took just for shits and giggles, I took the plexiglass. What do you call these? Molds. You know, now I can get my glass cut. I just go over town and say, look, I got these are the shape of the windows. I would like to have this cut out of your safety glass, and safety glass has just got plastic in between 2 layers of glass. So it's just flat glass, and they can cut that fairly easy. They know what they're doing. I have not cut any safety glass myself, but I have had safety glass cut for cars that I've chopped before, and basically that's why when you chop a car, the 49 Merc and the 51 Merc and the 50 Fords and the 47 Ford and this car right here, it has 2 pieces that are flat in the front, but that's why these are the easier ones to chop. The panoramic window ones are the ones that test your skills. Did not have any glass to cut for this one, so we made it. Now we're making the back glass, so I just want to show you what the back glass is. So the back glass will just sit in there like so. That's how the glass will sit in there. I am going to tint the glass in this car because I want the black Thunderbolt on the side, and I want the tint on the windows. And Jolene said, "You're not going to tint the windows, are you?" And I said, I am. I said, "This is my car, and that is your car." And she kind of looked at me and said, "Yes, honey, you're right. That's your car and that's my car." So anyways, this is what I'm going to do. I'll end up running the Bad Chad flexible chrome around there. I'll run that all the way around there. If I need any down around here, I will. And we can just glue the window in now. Drip rail molding will be done with the quarter round, so you can basically see, you can visualize what's going on there. Now what's going on, I have to, Jolene actually even took a couple pieces and stuck it on there. Yes, I will do that. I'll do these pieces and I'll do the top all the way around. It's just stuck on there. And you can see how we would 45 it. Someone that walked up on this car, I really feel like they would walk right by it. They would not even realize what has been done. And I'm so happy to show you because you can do it on your ride. So now we have both back windows 80%. Everything is kind of 75 to 80%, like the engine's kind of in place. I know what I have to basically do. The air ride system's basically 80, 75% basically done. The windows are getting, you know, the back window's just a square window. I just got to make a pattern of the cardboard. I got my plexiglass windows for this on the side of this. And all I did on that was took some satin black, flipped the window over, and just sprayed it black. That's all I did. I just want the effect to know where I was going and what it was looking like. So that window will all bolt in from this side. You can put a felt in there if you want to. Basically, we might. And also, you can put a felt inside here on this window. We all must realize that windows are not generally tight and right, because what happens is the window felts are there, or the window rubbers are there to go against your window. Yes, they are. But that's why they have holes in the bottom of your doors, because the water gets down inside your doors, and then the water runs out the bottom of the drain holes. If your drain holes are plugged and you're washing your car and you're filling your car up full of water, that's how your doors get rotted out on your corners and your bottom, because it's full of water and it's damp in there because it's generally not sealed tight and right. That's exactly what happens in the quarter panels. Water gets down in there, rots your quarter panels out because it's not exactly tight and right. But we will be weatherproof to run this car. So we're going to make the back window. We've made the quarter windows. We've made the front window. Now we're going to make the side windows. I'm having an issue. I'm looking down at this thing, and Jolene might be able to get her camera in there and take a look. I have run some square stock down inside the window. I've run some square stock down inside the window. I'm down in there quite a ways. And what I've come to notice, that I've got it down in there so far. And you have to remember, I was building this car just as quick as possible, but like I do always. I've got that square stock down there quite a ways. It's going to be hard for me to get the window in the track. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to do what I have to do, obviously. But as I got the door here, there's many things I can do. This is where the garnish molding sits on top, goes on top of these clips. You can see where my window felt would go in there. Just plug my window felt in. That would be basically it. Nowadays it's a rubber. I can take and cut this out and get in there and mess around. Yes, I can. Look, you can even see where I replaced the door skin. This is probably it's been 10 years ago or 15 years ago when I replaced that door skin. You can see where I can see where I used the step little thing that steps it over. You can see where I stepped it in and put a piece in the door. I put a piece on the bottom of that door many moons ago. But anyways, I want to get a window in there, and this is my plan. I want to put a window in the track. I have that felt. So the felt's going to go in here. I'm not going to put the felt in right now because I just want to try to get the window in and get it going. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it with a piece of plexiglass because I have it. I could do it with a piece of plywood or anything like that, just anything to mock up and use. So I'm just going to cut a piece of plexiglass and I'm going to try to apply it to what I got going on here. I've been doing a little bit of measuring and figuring, and I have to have at least let's go over this side, at least a 9-inch window to go up inside the track. It's got to have, if you want to just take a look here, and that's basically, I got to have a 9-inch window to go up inside that square stock. So as I get going here, I'll probably end up cutting a 10-inch just to make sure I have enough. So this is my plan. I'm going to cut a window that's going to fit halfway here, halfway inside this, and it might even be less. I'm not sure yet because that's got to go in there. I'm going to cut it the 10 inches deep. What has to happen is I'm going to try to get it in the runner. If I have to bend the window to get it in, for now, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm not going to be able to bend the window when I get my glass cut. I know that, but I'm going to try to get it to go up and down. And this is my idea. I'm going to cut a window. I'm going to try to get it in the track. I'm going to take a piece of metal and bend a track. Like on most windows, when they go up and down, the window sits in a metal track itself. So I'm going to make a metal track. I'm going to set the piece of plexiglass window in the track, and then I'm going to hook a strap on the metal track, and I'm going to make a roller system. So when I'm going to make a strap that goes on that metal piece or metal channel that holds the window, they're usually urethaned in. I'm going to make a strap on that, and I'm going to have that strap come underneath the garnish molding, so when I pull on the strap, the window comes up. No window winder, no electric windows, no nothing. I'm just going to pull on the strap, the window's going to come down, and then I would hook it on something that I have in my door skin maybe that I would make. And just me thinking, maybe I can write Elvis on the strap, and it would be kind of nice. I have a friend named Paul Benjamin that does leather work, and I could get him to etch or do Elvis in the metal or the leather. When I pull it down, it could say Elvis or something. I'm just thinking out loud. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a window right now. So I have this plexiglass here. I'm going to cut a window, what's it say? 10 by, I got another piece of glass there for that one. Get that set in there like that. I'm going to cut a window 10 by, I'm going to go 10 by 30 and 3/4. 10 by 30 and 3/4. And this basically, I'm not saying my glass is going to be this thick. I'm not sure how thick the glass will be. I'd say probably 1/4 inch, I would say the glass would be. So it does not matter if I scratch this at all, because basically I'm using it as a template, and I have to do what I have to do to get the window cut. So basically that's what I'm going to do right at the present second. And then we'll do what we got to do the rest. Okay, hello, Fina. Have a marker anywhere around there? See a marker? I take it down the house. I must have them piled up down the house.
There's one right here.
One right there? I'll use that one instead of bringing a new one out. So it's the last couple days for Jet Setter. Let's do the best we can. We appreciate it. Do the best we can. That's all we can do, is the best we can. That's all anybody expects from anybody, I would say, is the best they can. Reasonably, like let's get real. Let's get real. What I got a straight edge on this side, so I'm going to cut it with this side. That's why I got the square there. And I need, what did I say? 30 and 3/4. 30 and 3/4. I need 30 and 3/4. So I'm going to come down here. 30 and 3/4. I'm going to mark it. Me and Jolene were talking earlier, and she's saying, well, you have to cut the top of your door off. Well, if I have to cut the top of the door off to get the glass in, I will. But it's just, I want to try to get the window in first, and then see what I may have to do. I may have to cut the whole inside the door out and do that. I'm not sure until I mess with it. And I'm messing with it. It's called arts and crafts. You know, you just keep messing with it until you get it. 30 and 3/4, look at that, would you? Wow. I'm going to go with that. Just trying to get the window out of this piece of glass, and the reason being is this is what I have, and this is what I want to use. Or no, I don't want to use it, but I need something. I have no plywood. You could use plywood to do your windows. You could use a piece of cardboard, I guess, but it would want to be quite rigid. Basically, I'm just going to cut this. It's going to take me a little bit to cut this, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm going to go side to side because sometimes the glass heats up and it just seals back together again. So I'm going to cut a little bit on this one, go back there and cut a little bit on this one. Generally, I'll use air, but I'll just air just to blow to keep the plexiglass cool because it'll seal back up on you. Will. Just going to go back and forth, try to get done as quick as possible. Air, just make noise. What it does is just heats up and seals back together, and I'm not interested. It's almost like how I weld. Just keep changing it up so it don't get hot. You can tell how when it starts getting hot. Off the line there a little bit, but that's the top piece, that's fine. Gonna get it glued right back on there. Just gonna take a little bit off that. Being silly. Oh, that's fine. We don't need that for now. I was gonna take the edge off. We'll throw this on the ground. I did a little bit of wrapping last night. Jolene bought some wrap. I did it in the house just for, what's it called, Jolene? It's just practicing, learning, I guess. What's that?
Experiment.
I was experimenting, yes I was. Wrapping the plexiglass. We have some stuff down the house, and it's called, I'm not sure what it's called now, BD something, but it's a wrap that goes on glass. And when I took it out of the box, I tried to rip it. And man, I'll tell you, you will not rip it. But anyways, I put it on some glass. And I got it on there just like putting on vinyl wrap, I guess. Not a vinyl wrap, but maybe tint. Soapy water on both sides, stuck it together. And I know this for sure. You really have to have a clean area to do that, because I was getting dirt in, where did I put the marker? I was getting dirt underneath of the wrap. Wow, quite a time I had. Anyways, I did a couple of them, and then I got frustrated. I got frustrated because it was 10-inch, doing a 10-inch. But I learned something. You want to have it really, the plexiglass, I'm going to have it really clean. I have to be in a really clean area to do that. And also, Maybe the tack rag would come in nice before you start doing it. Maybe. I'm going to my square. Just trying to get a window cut here. Take a measurement. That should be 30 3/4. A little under 30 3/4. That's fine. Okay, so we'll leave the line. We'll leave the line. That's right on, actually. Leave the line. All right. Let's cut the rest of the window. Put this down. So I have the square stock quite a ways down inside of the door, and I'm not scared to cut the inside construction of the door because I'm not using anything that was in it originally. It's got all kinds of different shapes in it, but on the outside of this door, it's straight down here. On this door, you can also tell, I've taken and got rid of the seam on this. I did the exact same thing on the trunk lid as I did on the door. Got rid of the seam all the way around, cleaned them all up, sandblasted and fiberglass and cleaned it up. This is out of a Chev car that was outside, the door clicker, because that's not original on this car. I'm not sure where it was before. I welded it up. I'm not sure if it was on the top or where it was. I think it was up here more. But anyways, I've changed it so it's down there instead of a Chev car. I have not put my pin in this side yet because I have not got the car on its mounts that I want to have. The door gap is a little bit, it needs to be a little bit more. When I put the shim underneath the frame and bring it so it comes up a little bit, I'll change all the door gaps and all that stuff will change again. So I have not got my pin in there right now for that door to click on. That's out of a Chev car. So I've changed quite a bit on the inside here, just trying to smooth the doors off a little bit. And I did some shaving inside there to clean them off, you know. But basically what I'm saying is, where the doors like this, all the way around there like that, all the way up here and all the way around like that, it does not matter if this door is tucked in here or if all this is in there or not. I can cut all that out, make a new panel for that, a metal panel myself, and have something so I can work on that window, which I might have to, I'm not sure. I might have to cut the top of this off and have it so I can put the window in, put the top back on, put a couple screws in here, like maybe an L bracket that goes in there, put a couple screws in there, a couple screws in here so I can pull this off, put my window in. Don't know yet. And that was Jolene's suggestion real quickly this morning, and I was thinking, man, she's smart. She's a jet setter, boys. I love my Jolene. She's doing fantastic, and we got to thank everybody, man. It's quite, yeah, you know, quite amazing. The support that we have, quite amazing. Appreciate it. Getting hard because it's gluing back together. That's when things start to break. You can see how it's sticking back together, and that's why I'm going end to end. It almost like it just takes back off again. And what it does, it just glues back up again. Yeah, I'm just going to go from end to end on this there, and we'll have our window. See where she's getting hot, and it gets hot enough, it'll burn you. It'll burn you. My daughter was upset yesterday. She works at a local tavern or an eatery, and her car got banged into, and they didn't tell her. They took off. They smashed the back bumper off it, and I guess someone had visualized it, seen it, and they let her know, so they know who done it, I guess, or they have. Yeah, they have that, and the Mounties asked her if she wanted to charge them. Wasn't that up to the Mounties? You know, whether he hit and run, it doesn't make sense to me. Do you want to charge him? Well, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I didn't know we had that choice. Don't care if I scratch the glass, just use it as a template. Well, I'm going to say I don't care, but as you can see, I'm trying to get it done. I'm saying that's my window, or that's what I need for a window, or close to it. What I'm going to do is, what I learn't last night was, I took and put that wrap, or that clear coat wrap on one of the vent windows there, put it on, and what I did notice is that the edges of this glass should be sanded first and rounded off. For the simple fact is, when you go to squeegee it off, when it's cut like that, cut rough, and I was just playing with it, when it's cut rough like that, it's hard to squeegee off the water because it's got a rough edge going on there. So basically, you should take a grinder with a flapper wheel or a sander of some sort and round off the edges. So when you squeegee it off, the water can run off. So when I wrap my front window, I'm going to make sure that all the edges are sanded off and rounded. I'm going to take off the plastic itself because it just feels gritty and awful. It feels gritty and awful. I guess that doesn't matter, does it? I'll just save it. Alrighty. Does not matter. Let's see if we can get this glass in this track. Basically, that's all I'm going to try to do. See if I can get the glass in the track. I'm going to get in there like that. Well, I know I can get the glass. Just a minute now. I'm not saying I can or not. Alrighty. This is the game I'm going to play. I'm going to pull that back out. I'm going to go this way. This is the game I got to play. There we go. Now, I know I can get it down in there. And I'm just trying to try to play here for a little bit and see if I can get it in the track. Nothing's going nicely there. We all know dealing with windows, when you can't get in there and play with it, it's hard. But, like I said, I can always cut out the whole side of the door if I want to. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Shove it in the track there. Alrighty. Not easy to deal with. Alrighty. I'm going to take it out. This is what I'm going to do for now. I'm going to shove it in there. We all know that we're not going to bend glass like I'm going to bend this piece of plexiglass. We all know that, or we should know that. All right, let's take it and put it in this side. Nope, not going to bend it in that side. I know somebody would like to have this piece of glass and he said, let me do it, let me do it. There's always that. Nope. See if we can go down in there a bit. I wonder. I'm going to cut. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a corner off. I'm going to cut a little bit off a corner because we're going to have. We have. This is what I'm going to do just for, you know, I'm going to try this, you know. So we have too much. Okay? We have too much, and that's basically what we have to have. I'm going to cut a corner off of this because I'm experimenting. I do not want to, if I don't have to cut all the inside of the door off and make a new panel, I don't want to. I do not want to. But if I can cut the corner off and get the window in, then it would be something that the glass person could do, is cut that corner of that window off so I can get the window in. And it's basically just because, why would you not? If you have a chance to get the window in without modifying something. That's basically all I'm saying. I might be able to get it in if I cut the edge of the window off. And I would want to cut it off at the bottom, not the top, obviously. Just thinking. That's all I'm doing is thinking. I might sing, but you can't accuse me for not thinking. Alright, I'm going to stick it back in this way. How'd I have that? I want to go back down this way. And I want to put this one in here. Put that in there. Come on now. not the way I had it. Slow down here for a second. I want to cut it off the bottom. Now, I'm still on the track. There's what I'm going for. Now, if I cut that little corner off, it might let me go down far enough to get. It might. Who knows? I'm gonna try it. And if it doesn't work, well, then I'll have to make sure that I remember to put it back on, obviously. Just experimenting. That's what I'm doing, experimenting, trying to make a piece of glass win that door without cutting or doing anything to that. And if I can see any of the cuts as I'm doing it, well, then I'll have to change it. I'll have to make sure I change it. Okay, now that went down in that side from the front. So basically what I'm trying to do now is trying to get this window in there. Take a little more off. I'm going to take it off with the grinder. Well, I got the saw set up there. Take a little more off. Ah. Now do I see that when it comes up? A little bit. Now you have to remember I got that felt in there. Boy, that's some close, isn't it? Huh? Some close. Let it down. Some close. Also, I think the window could be a little bit longer. All right, I'm going to take the window back out. If I can get it back out. That went down like that. Get it back out. Alrighty. Well, this is what I'm thinking. I have to put this felt in there so I know that I'm going to lose. Well, I'm going to lose some distance on the window. This is going to come out a little bit further on the window because that there stays out there, so that gives me another 1/8, right? This is the window felt that I'm talking about. I'm just going to bend that back so it's straight. On the window itself, so you can see how don't want to do that. Didn't want to do that. Didn't. Very pliable this stuff is. Very easy to bend is what I mean. So. So as I stuck that in there and I was losing, like it's quite loose, you must admit when I put that in there, I'm going to have another 1/8, taken up by this window felt. Feels like it's the right size, the window felt. That rub up and down there through there nice. Just going to put that back there for now. I'm just kind of wondering, what am I wondering? Could I've got that, I'm going to put that in there again just to make sure, just to see if I could get a window down in there. And this went down in like so. Just see what's going on too. Okay. I just slid that down. Wow. So yeah, it's very what I'm wondering is, as I'm doing this, sliding in this in there, this channel goes down inside the door. Could I, up front here, what I'm thinking is, this is what I'm thinking, as I take that down there further, and I'm inside the door with the glass, where that channel is, in right here, where that channel is, I could actually cut the back side of the channel out. I could actually cut the back side of the channel out, just so I can get the window in, so I can poke the corner of the window in, slide it in there, if you know what I'm trying to tell you, because that went in there pretty easy all the way down like that. Because I can get that out fairly easy if I take it. That goes in there super easy, actually. If I take and slide the back all the way down. Actually, I might even be able to add some to that, doing that. Yep, I could get that window in there fairly easy. It just slides in there nice and easy, as you can see. And I might be able to cut a little bit out of the back side of this down in there to get my window in without, I just don't want to cut all this out if I don't have to. I can cut the whole, like I said before, I can cut the whole piece out if I want to because it's just flat and a flat panel. But basically I got the window in there. I'm going to slide it down and take the window out. I just slid in there so easy. I slid in there nice actually. See how I got that out? Went in nice, didn't it? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a metal channel for this. I'm going to slide the window in, then I'm going to try to hook a strap to it and try to pull the window up and see what happens. Piece of metal. Where did I had a piece of metal. I thought I did right there. Let's go back over to the old. Let's do this. Quarter inch. How thick does a piece of metal got to be? Let's do this. Let's just take this much. Instead of me trying to do some measuring, let's just do this. We'll just use that thickness there, and then we'll go shear it off. We should have no problem shearing that off. Back to the old shear. Dusty. Hiya karate. You like that hiya karate, baby? I guess it don't matter if it's that long. Basically, what I'm going to do is make a channel. And all of this can be done. Again, I am just trying to get it. I'm fabricating something, and if it does not work out, I just change it up and do a little something a little different, basically. Right? That's what you do. You just go along, keep fixing it, keep fixing it, keep fixing it. I think that if I kept the window that size, I could get away and get that piece back on there because it come out some nice and easy. It did. Hello, Fina. So I think that I could get it. Put my glasses on. Just pull this stuff out of there just for a second. What just happened there now? That just take off on me? Take it down further. Shoves it in. Not doing so well with that. And why not? I'd like to make that tighter, I could, but get it down there. Just shoving the metal in so I can't bend it over. Ah! Brakes going up against it and just shoving the metal in. Dun, 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 dun. Put in my vise. Just trying to make a channel. I could tighten it up. I want to check my vise. Piece of metal over there. Just looking around here for a second, see if I can get something to bend it on. So what I'm going to do is going to get a pair of channel locks, squeeze that on there, should be fine. Just want to make something quickly here, as quick as I can, to make a channel to hold that window, because I want to hook a strap to this channel to pull it up, pull the window up through. And it's going to be hard to have it all completed. Power. Give me some more power, man. Doesn't matter if it's equal or not, just gotta have a channel. I can equal it up later with something else. Behave now. just spend some time and tighten the brake up. That's basically all I have to do, but I'm not going to take that time. I'm just going to squeeze it and do this. Getting creative. I'm not saying this is how you do it. This is what I'm doing to get it done. Alrighty. Do it a couple more times. One more time, actually. Should be fine. I can beat and pound that for a second. Put that on something. Ba, 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 ba. My hammer. Haven't got a piece of steel on the floor, have I, to beat that on?
You got this.
What's that?
The square stock for the frame.
Square stock for the frame? Nope, don't want that. I just want something to put in it so I can beat it. Beat it! I'm gonna do this. Get a piece of round stock here. Bit caveman, but it's gonna work. Alrighty. Come on out there. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Now. Want this on my window. I'm going to put it on the middle. Probably could pound that on there, but let's see what happens. Am I going to break my window, am I? Let's see what happens. Template. Now, what I want is, I want a hook. This is probably not what I'm going to use. I'm just trying to template something up here quickly, right in front of your very eyes. I want a strap on that. It's on the wrong side. I'll get it stuck on there here in a minute. I'm going to put a strap on this. I'm going to put a roller thing here, and then pull the window up and down with the strap. How am I going to do that? I'm going to drill a hole in that. So I'm going to drill a hole in that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drill a hole in that, rivet that on. Just rivet it on for now. I'll have to urethane it on or do something fancy with it like that to get it to work. It's got my window curved a little bit. My window is curved a little bit. Can't have a curved window. We know that's not going to happen. We know that's not going to happen. Shrinker stretcher's in the other garage. Locked away. All right, let's get a drill bit. Did I take on too big of a project, did I? What time we at?
56.
56. Well, let's get this thing on. See if I can't get a rivet in it. See what kind of rivets I have. I'm not even close. Bum, 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 bum. Let's do this. What size of rivet do I have? That's the one. Not long enough. That would be long enough. See, we'll get a hole drilled in it first. No other way to stick that on there, really, is there? Without putting a rivet in it. Let me think. To sink. All right, this one I'm going to do, just for shits and giggles. Leave the drill out of it. Maybe I can squeeze it on there. Maybe I can squeeze, just for now. Centered, sort of. Yeah, it's not going to stay on there without something through it. Bad. Not bad. Might stay on there. Still get the window in there, can I? Nope, put this end in. Nope, this in first. I take it down far enough. It really goes in very easily. Got lots cut off it, seems like. See how easy I didn't even have to hit it that time. Didn't even have to hit it. Alrighty, that still goes in there. Take it down. Let's see if I can get that down in there a little bit. Alright, that's going to stay there like that for now. Now, where'd I have that at? A couple washers. I got this right here. Everything's dropped, I see. I had a couple things here. Let's just get them again. Hope I didn't break that. It's right there. 2 nuts. I need a strap. This is what I'm thinking. As I have this here, I'm going to cut a piece of this. My garnish molding is on top of that. Comes down on that, so it should not affect that. If I have a piece of this in there, this will turn like that. So if I had a piece of that in there like that, I'll put a washer on, stick a welded washer on right there, and then weld another washer on right there. Let's just do it real quickly. Just quick as I can. Let's do it. So you can get the idea what I'm going for. Channel locks right there. East Coast proud. East Coast proud. Alrighty. Let's just kind of get things laid out here. It's always good to take the welder and run the cord out straight. I know I'm rushing here a little bit. I'm not Russian, I'm Canadian, I know, but I am trying to get a visual somewhat so you know what's going on. And then you can say nay or yay. Right? Nay or yay. Last couple days for voting for Jolene, and we appreciate everybody's. We appreciate everybody. Simple as that. What a great team we have. And what I mean by team is support. Throw another one on. Just sort of making a little roll system here. Take my belt off. Ha ha! I got a strap. I was thinking about a strap the whole time I'm doing this. All right. Well on there. Yay thick. Straighten that out a little bit, obviously. Beautiful. You are, Jolene, beautiful. Just gonna tack that on for now. See what it looks like. Cut that off. Excuse me, sweetheart. Knock this off for a second. Glasses. Nope, them aren't it. Them aren't it. See my glasses anyways right here? Does not matter, I'll use these for a second. Burn the side of my head with that hot tamale there. Come over here. Just playing, man, just playing, trying to see if I can get something that will work. I know that's still hot. I think that the washers might be too big for the, do you know what I'm telling you? Mm-hmm. The washer's too big for the nuts. Alrighty. This is what has to be done then. Put them 2 nuts in my pocket. Have to get that thing in spinner. Come on, stay in there. Guess it didn't even go down in there yet. Just want to stick it in there so I can spin it. See what happens. No, it don't even fit down inside the drill. That's too bad. I'm gonna have to get a pair of ice pins. Just want to knock the washers down a little bit so they're smaller than the nuts. And that way there it'll roll. Nope. Bum, 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 bum. There's that. Need the cord. Very sophisticated system I got going on here. See if the nut's bigger or not. A little bit further. A little bit smaller. close. Probably could have just done some welding so it wouldn't have went through there, but I didn't. I didn't. Did I? I didn't. What did I poke my knuckle with? But must have poked it on the glass because it was sharp. It was sharp. All right, we're close enough. Close enough that it'll roll. I'm thinking it will. Now, what I'm thinking is, close enough or not, as I put that on there, probably everything's pretty hot. Don't want to do that. Where's my other nut? It's in my pocket. It's in my pocket. Let it down with the vice grips in the center. One there, one there. Thing is, I get that set on there. I want it set far as forward as I can. To resituate my vice grips. Sort of want to center it up on the glass the best I can. So if I take and put that on there like that, probably need them washers ground down a little bit more. And I'll tack it there, run a strap to the bottom of my window channel, pull on my strap, pulls my window up through my channel, basically. Do I keep going?
Maybe we can try it tomorrow.
Alrighty. I kind of went for a long process on that one I did, but that's basically what's going on. So I'm going to put the window in there. Going to strap it to the bottom of the glass like that somehow. Going to do something there, rivet something there, screw something there, do something. So I'm going to do like that. That is going to be, I just showed you, it's going to be on top of the door. Something like that anyways. The strap's going to come over top of that. You pull on the strap, and then up comes the window. Basically, that's what I'm looking at. All I have to do is make everything work. The window should stay in place because of the track that's going on there. Should stay in place. I'll try to get this in the middle the best I can so it can't rock back and forth. This here will roll on the roller system here, the two nuts, that'll roll inside that. And hopefully we can get a window to go up and down. And what we would do is the strap would fasten onto the door skin somewhere. We could just put a hole in it like down there. Have a little knob down there. We could pull it down and click it on or whatever. Something pretty basic, I guess. I could even put a little handle on it and pull it up and notch it over so it stays up or down. Be pretty basic. But basically, I have got no window winder, and I don't need one because I'm going to make something. So basically, that's what I'm going to keep on doing. I'm going to tack this probably to the top of the door. Tack something like this to the bottom of the window. Get the window in the channel and just pull up and down on it. See how it rocks and rolls. Alrighty. Sorry I didn't get that done in the time being, but let's go give away a hat or a shirt. And thank everybody for voting for Jolene. Let's take a look at the window section again. Oh man, that looks good. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm hook that on there, weld them 2 nuts on there with that little roller thing going on. Like I showed you right there, the belt will be hooked to the bottom of the window. So when I pull that strap down, up comes the window. It's got no choice. It's got no choice. Or that's what I'm thinking. And that's the easiest thing I can think of to make it work. Also, when I do it, like I said, maybe I can embroider an Elvis on it or something to make it look cool. So we got today and tomorrow to vote for Jolene. If you're willing and you're willing to show still support, we got 2 more days before it's over, and we generally don't quit. That's one thing I don't do is quit, and the reason being is you never know what you can accomplish if you don't quit. And what I'm going to do on that window is just keep going and going and going until I get it. The window channel and the piece of plexiglass that I'm using is all template, and you just make it and then keep perfecting it as I go. I might have to use some of the stuff that I got there, the felt. I'm probably going to have to use some of that felt and cut it off and put it in there just to make sure it runs up and down right. I might destroy it on the time doing it, you know, cutting it and fitting it in there. I might have to buy some more. But the basic thing is I have to have that window go up and down, and if I can get, you know, just as well as I do, if I pull on that belt, that window's got to come up, and if I have that little roller system underneath of the garnish molding, I think it's going to be fine. Did you start? Or I start? Here we go. How many comments?
490.
490 comments. Thank you very much, everybody. We appreciate it. Brent Jodry. I think we know that guy. So little time, all kinds of time. He works in his backyard. Brent Jodry, you get a hat or a shirt of your choice. You made a comment, and we'll send it to you. Have a good one, everybody.